Today we're doing just a short 2-minute orchard and farm update. One of the new things we did this year is we planted zucchini. So we have 3 different varieties of zucchini. It's already ready to pick, so you can just come out to the field. We're just on the east side of Tedge right now, and just come out and pick whatever you want to grill up for dinner tonight. Last year we planted 3 varieties of cucumbers. One of them did really well in the heavy soil. So our entire fields are planted with the same type of cucumber this year. And you can see they're probably 4 to 5 days away from being ready to pick. If you're coming out this weekend, it'll be a great time to be able to pick some of the first cucumbers. So you might notice we use plastic in drip tubes for all of our zucchini and our cucumbers. And the idea is you don't have to spray as many chemicals or any chemicals, because the black plastic suppresses all the weeds. And then because of the drip tape, all the water goes underneath the plastic, and that keeps the other areas dry. Not today because we had rain last night, but for the most part, we get far less weeds when we're not irrigating the whole area with overhead irrigation like you're used to seeing. The pumpkins, the corn, and the sunflowers are all seeded. They're doing really well. There are late summer, early fall crops. Obviously the pumpkins around here are the biggest hits, and we expect to have a great supply of those this year. Cover crops can really help your soil. So in this field we don't have the greatest soil. So we planted a spring triticale. Some people call it triticale. And what we'll do is we'll just mow this down, and then we'll rotivate it into the soil. And that will help the upcoming years because more nutrients will be available to break down and be available for plants. And then along the edge, in order to help cut down a little bit of the noise from the road, we're planting 4 rows of sunflowers, and they'll grow 7 or 8 feet tall, and both kind of block the road from the noise and then also the view of residents that live near the area. The cherries are always ripe about July 4th. So depending on the weather, 3 or 4 days either way at July 4th. You can see here they're doing good. As we walked up, there were a ton of birds already feeding on the cherries that are starting to turn red. But I would say within the next week or so, make your way out to the cherry orchards. And every year we struggle to get rid of all the cherries. So feel free to make some juice out of them. Desserts are great with these tart cherries. Again, 1 more week and you should be ready to go. So we had a scare this year with the plums because the temperatures dropped to 23 when the plums and the cherries were flowering. We just saw the cherries were looking good. The plums, this is a Stanley, they're oval. The plums look great, the Stanley variety. Unfortunately, my favorite variety is the Mount Royal. And there are a few, but most of these were damaged during that 23-degree spell. So you'll find some plum trees that have just tons and tons of plums. Some will have a few plums, but the round ones are the juicy ones. So those are the ones to look for. Pelican Farms and Raindance were really designed to be farm-to-table communities. One point with that is each year we're adding a few varieties and something new, but you still have to be respectful. If you could pick what you're going to eat tonight or tomorrow, we're not trying to replace the grocery store, but it's a really good family adventure to go out, pick what you're going to eat, and then go home, grill it, and eat it.